We always like to think that there is no such thing as a free lunch, and we have the same attitude towards free games. Developers often wrap projects in a free-to-play wrapper that focuses on one thing: getting money from you. But today, the #hypetech channel has prepared for you 5 free games in Steam that are worth playing. They are no worse than ones you have to pay for. Here you will not see the most famous projects like Dota 2 or Team Fortress, but these games will definitely not be any worse. Let's go. Ring of Elysium. We will start today with a game in the very popular earlier Battle Royale genre. Although the genre itself is disappearing now, unpretentious developers continue to release regular PUBG-shaped games. Most of them are not appealing to the masses and are designed only for genre fans. But the Ring of Elysium, called among the people as ROE, stands out from the competition. Although this game is another PUBG clone, it has many interesting mechanics. For example, the map area is not reduced by some kind of abstract blueness, but a tangible blizzard. To win, you need to get into a 4-person helicopter that flies to the last zone. If you succeed in that, you will survive. And there are even character classes in this game, so even MMORPG fans will be satisfied. Naturally, these are not all the differences, so we strongly advise you to familiarize yourself with the game and find all the others. The game will definitely appeal to the fans of PUBG and those who wanted to get a breath of fresh air in the genre. The ratings in Steam serve as the best proof of this. And finally, ROE has pretty minimal system requirements and is absolutely free. Path of Exile. Nowadays, only a few people believe that a free game in the genre of action MMORPG can be worthy. Most gamers immediately think of a bunch of Chinese crafts that come out in batches every day. But if you dive deeper in the mountain of trash, you can find a real diamond. Such a diamond is Path of Exile. Of course, this game has not come without references and courtesies in the direction of the great and terrible ancestor of the genre, Diablo. The Grinding Gear Games developers realized that simply copying a universally recognized masterpiece is not enough for success. Therefore, they introduced certain new points into their game. And while Path of Exile has problems with the plot, the rest of the game is better than Diablo 3 and its competitors. No wonder why many players call this game Diablo 3, trying to forget the masterpieces from Blizzard from 2012. You should try this game if you are a fan of this genre, even though it is gloomy, cruel, and not too friendly for a beginner. And anyway, Path of Exile helps brighten up the anticipation of Diablo 4. And if you did not know, the release of the new version of Diablo has already been announced, although the actual release date is still a mystery. Quake Champions. The younger generation of gamers no longer know the game Quake 3 Arena, but any kid of the 90s will never forget the emotions of the ID Software shooter. That is why the new creation of the company called Quake Champions has a huge chance for success. For the older generation of gamers, the game offers a chance to plunge into childhood and feel the youthful delight that they once experienced. In addition, the shooter will be able to draw in players who will see this series for the first time. From a variety of weapons and methods of destroying enemies, your eyes just run wild. Machine gun, shotgun, rocket launcher, lightning thrower, nail gun, and this is just the beginning. For quite sophisticated gamers, there is even a saw here that replaces the standard knife. There are no newfangled class divisions in Quake Champions, and champions have roughly equal opportunities, but the main word here is approximate. Each champion has a special ability. It's true, there are still some problems with the balance, but do not forget that this game is still in the early access. By the official release, the developers promised to put everything at the highest level. Each player is given one champion from the very beginning. The rest can be rented for in-game currency or bought for real money. This fact casts a shadow on the fee-free Quake, but there is a reason why such games are called shareware. Duelist. There was also a place for a new word in the CCI genre on our list. The genre of collectible card games is not new and came out a long time ago, but it is very difficult for new projects to win fans. The thing is, there are such mastodons of the genre, such as Hearthstone or Gwent. Therefore, any new project needs to come up with its own new innovations in the gameplay. The developers of Counterplay Games, while creating Duelist, did not go the easy way and really brought new elements to the hackneyed card game process. Duelist is a great example of the fact that with the right approach, you can combine completely incompatible genres. Developers put together the process of collecting cards and turn-based battles on the field with cells. They are very much like the famous Heroes here, and it is a success. Some tactics help to attract fans of both genres into the game. KKI fans received not only an interesting collection of their own deck, but also complicated gameplay. It's not enough just to throw cards out of your hand. As in most representations of the genre, you need to be able to navigate the battlefield, move fighters, and defeat your opponent in every possible way using mind games. Of course, Duelist does not look like Hearthstone's killer, but the game is very decent. It is recommended to try for every fan of the genre. Warframe. On Steam, you can find dozens, if not hundreds, of free-to-play games with the prefix war at the beginning. But today, we will tell you about the best one of them, and this is Warframe. The game is a third-person action game. Such projects are usually called loot shooters. Warframe has been in development for a long 4 years. At first, both players and game reviewers called this game mediocrity, which has very little chance of becoming a worthy project. But thanks to the efforts of Digital Extreme's developers, 4 years later, Warframe became one of the best free-to-play projects in history. But what is the secret of such success? The first thing that catches the eye is the similarity with the famous Destiny. It should also be noted that in this game, you do not need to play for entire days to maintain competitiveness. Of course, when you play a couple of hours a day and pumping your account, you will lag behind people who grind for days on end. For progress, you only need to complete quests and occasionally spend money on loot boxes. You will not see an aggressive donate here. Warframe combines a very decent shooter, slasher, and even a fun farm. Although the game still has bugs and minor flaws, everyone should definitely play it. We have prepared for you a list of the 5 best free-to-play games in various genres. Was this video helpful to you? Please subscribe to the channel, click like, hit the bell icon, and run to download interesting games. #hypetech was with you. See you soon.